Stone Sports Talk, worldwide, with some news from the Formula One. So y'all check this out. Well, Soul Pole is in control, right? Down in Austin, Texas. Listen, Lewis Hamilton has claimed his 81st pole position, right? Now, people that don't know nothing about Formula One be like, well, what is 81st? Is there somebody with 79? Is there somebody with... No. The next dude in history had 68. That's Michael Schumacher. This dude's still driving. Got the nerve to have 81. It's incredible. It's history every time these guys drive. And I'm not just talking Lewis Hamilton here. Lewis Hamilton, of course, is a four-time champ. But your boy Sebastian Vettel is also a four-time champ. Now, this is a drive for 5. And no matter what happened, it's still alive. Now, the deal is, if Lewis Hamilton wins this race, Sebastian Vettel has to finish in second place, or Lewis Hamilton has his 5th world championship, right? And Sebastian Vettel, the champion that he is, was handling his business. He was there. He made a mistake yesterday by driving too fast. He got a red flag, and he has to go back 3 places, right? They penalized him. Now, I don't know exactly where he drove too fast at. I forget exactly why. But I know he's got penalized. He has to go 3 places back on the grid. So he's going to start from 5th place, right? So that's a problem. But let me tell you something. You can tell by the qualifying that Sebastian Vettel will not be giving up anytime soon. It's going to be a good race. Now, the key here will be Kimi Räikkönen. Kimi Räikkönen will be a second on the grid. Kimi Räikkönen, guys, make sure you watch the beginning of the race. Because Kimi Räikkönen was going to have to attack. Definitely. There's no other way about it. He's got to attack. He's got to get in front of Lewis Hamilton on the start. And the Ferraris get it done most of the time. If it was Vettel next to Hamilton, I'd be like, well, Vettel going to get him. Vettel starts real well. I don't know how this is going to go, but I know he has to attack and attack early so he can get in front of Lewis, hold him back till Vettel can get with him and probably even try to pass him. I think Vettel will probably even try to pass Lewis, right? Instead of trying to drive behind him, he's going to probably try to pass and go for it. He's going to lay it all on the line in Austin, Texas, right? It's going down. I think we're going to probably have a decision here. It's going down. Keep your eye on the 4-time champ, Sebastian Vettel. You can tell by qualifying that he is in, aggressive mode, right? And that's going to be what's going to happen. So it's going to be very interesting, like I say. And if Lewis Hamilton starting from the pole position takes it and nobody catches him, wins it, and Sebastian Vettel don't get second, then it's over. And Lewis Hamilton will cement, his legendary status with his 5th world champion. Now, somebody was asking me, why Lewis Hamilton hasn't, went to the IndyCar? Well, my answer to that, homeboy, was this. Most of the guys that's going back and forth, are disgruntled, not happy. Fernando Alonso's of the world. Fernando Alonso's mad, man. I'm way in the back here with McLaren. Now I'm rich. I make about $25 million a year, but I'm driving in the back. So, Fernando Alonso's over there driving the 24-hour race, Le Mans, and, going to IndyCar and, going over there so he can be, do something because there's no competition back there, right? He's not happy. He's disgruntled. Lewis Hamilton right now probably doesn't have any time for that. He's going to try to focus because, if I notice that this legendary status, he's trying to cement it. Now, I'm sure he notices that he's trying to cement that legendary status. And I think he's pretty much focusing on that. If this guy's messed around and got, be 36, 37 years old and got 7 world championships or maybe that 8th or something like that, then he probably would do that. I think right now his focus is on something else. Pretty sure he has it in his mind, especially when he hits the States and be like, I can drive that too. His juices are flowing, his competitive juices. But I think right now his focus is on something else. So that would be my answer to that question. Now, I don't think he got time for that. Not right now, right? Mess around, though. Mess around and win the title early, then you never know what can happen, right? But let's see what happens. Let's see if this man, Sebastian Vettel, is going to handle his business and make this go a race or two longer, you know, or is Lewis Hamilton going to go ahead and seal the deal? But like I say, the drive for five is still alive. No jive. Dumb Sports Talk, worldwide, and I'm about to here, y'all.